This is Vikings United, your ultimate destination for everything Minnesota Vikings. Bringing together the most passionate fans, insightful analysts, and dynamic creators from across Skol Nation. Get ready for deep dives, spirited debates, and exclusive insights from Coach Cody. We're celebrating our community, honoring our heroes, and fueling your fandom with Pillars of Valor coffee. This is more than a show. It's a movement. This is Vikings United.
Hamdi.
Purple and gold, that's all we know. Purple and gold, we holla Skol. Purple and gold, this how we roll. Purple and gold, now holla Skol. Purple and gold, this how it goes. Purple and gold, we holla Skol. Purple and gold, that's how you know. Purple and gold, now holla Skol. I'm representing Skol, the gang, you know the name. It's a Minnesota thing. Put that on the purple blood that's running through these golden veins. Hail, sleet, snow, or rain, regardless, we gon' go to games. $1 billion stadium on Sundays, they don't close the bank. Fail rarely, get your tail buried. Give his JJ to JJ on Hail Marys. I'm like Aaron Jones, I see the field clearly. Gain 150 yards off of 12 carries and 2 tugs. That's how you crack a can of ice cold whoop ass on the Packers fan. Downtown Minneapolis, we pack the stands and put our hands above our heads when we clap our hands. That's how we clap our hands, we put our hands above our head when we clap our hands. Now clap your hands and put your hands above your head when you clap your hands. That's how we clap our hands, we put our hands above our head when we clap our hands. I said clap your hands and put your hands above your head when you clap your hands. Purple and gold, that's all we know. Purple and gold, we holla Skol. Purple and gold, this how we roll. Purple and gold, now holla Skol. Purple and gold, this how it goes. Purple and gold, we holla Skol. Purple and gold, that's how you know. Purple and gold, now holla Skol. If you from Minnesota, let me know. If you from Minnesota, here we go. Minnesota notice. I'm known to Skol and then blow the coldest and Skol until I got scoliosis. So when we so ferocious. So just know, just way before 84 was the dopest. We showed you who the purple and the gold is. If you from Minnesota, let me know. Right now. If you from Minnesota, here we go. Put your hands up. Minnesota. And gold, that's all we know. Purple and gold, we holla Skol. Purple and gold, this how we roll. Purple and gold, now holla Skol. Purple and gold, this how it goes. Purple and gold, we holla.
Hello and welcome to the Vikings United show. Brought to you by Seniors Project Sports Network. I'm hosting today. Big B. Bubba will be joining us a little bit later. His boy is and his team is going into extra innings in their baseball game, so good luck to them. I think Bubba told us that they're up by 2 right now, so good luck. I am also joined by Coach Cody, who is soaking up the rays, swimming in the water with the Sharks. Over in Miami. So, Coach, how you doing, bud? All right, Coach just froze on us, so he'll be back shortly.
I did see some dolphins just outside a little bit ago.
All right, cool. So, what's the temp out there?
It's like 85, feeling like 92.
Yeah, we got a little heat wave going up here that you're kind of missing the humid stuff. It's supposed to be like 80 or 90 this tomorrow, but we're supposed to have some thunderstorms up here in Minnesota. So
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
been beautiful weather down here, so I'm blessed right now. It might be hot outside, but you already know I got it like 68 inside. So
Well, I was gonna say you're wearing a sweatshirt in Miami. I mean, they're probably looking at you like you're crazy. I mean, so,
I actually, when we got off the plane, because I just had comfy clothes on and then a hoodie, and then we got down here, and everyone's either shirtless or cut offs, and I'm just like chilling, but it is what it is.
yeah, it is what it is. No doubt about that. All right, so let's talk first about the Adam Thielen Unreal Charity Softball Tournament. We will be. We got the okay to stream it live on our network. So I will be up in the booth calling the play-by-plays. Our man Bubba will be down with the fans, asking those hard-hitting questions. And Coach Cody will be still sitting in Florida. So.
Hey, okay, well, all right. First of all, do we have a link for that stream?
If not, Bubba will create one, or somebody will create one. But yes, we will definitely have a link. I mean, if you're a freak, you definitely can hop on and watch. But yeah, we'll definitely share that link out and get in there. But it should be a fun time. We get access about 4 o'clock or 4:30. There'll be a press conference beforehand that we'll sit with Adam Thielen and CJ Ham, ask some questions. There'll be a home run derby. I think 5 o'clock, 5:30 will be the home run contest, and then the game starts at 7, where it'll be the Minnesota Vikings offense led by probably Adam Thielen versus the Minnesota Vikings defense, which will be captained by CJ Ham, I'm assuming. So it'll be nice to see those big boys out there trying out for the Twins. But Coach, what do you think? I know you're kind of excited, but then of course, you're going on your vacation, which is well deserved. But what are some questions that you would have liked to ask? I guess with Adam Thielen and CJ that we might be able to ask for you.
Well, I mean, just how does it feel? How does it feel to, go on the type of life journey that they did, go in the unconventional way? Just how many times in their careers or leading up to actually putting on a Minnesota Vikings uniform, were they or did they ever think, man, maybe I gotta find, maybe this ain't it? Or, did they always have that mindset of it's gonna happen, it's just win? Adam Thielen, love the guy, love the story, got a bone to pick with him though. Oh yeah. It was, I can't remember what year was, the year leading up to his breakout game against Carolina.
Okay.
There was a K-Fan Friday football feed.
Oh, Cody froze again. Must be that Minnesota
Southern
weather.
West.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, south of Minnesota, and I showed up there early, and I was the only person. I tell people this all the time, and nobody can tell me different. Other than Adam Thielen's family and girlfriend, wife, I don't know if they were married at the time, but regardless, other than them, I was the first person in Minnesota with an Adam Thielen jersey. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Nice. I show up to this Friday football feast. I'm the only person in that whole bar with an Adam Thielen jersey on. He comes in with CJ Ham and someone else. I can't remember the third guy. Dang, it's just, it'll come to me later on. But after his little bit, I waited until he was chilling a little bit. picked my spot, picked my time, and I approached him, asked for like a picture or an autograph or something. Told me, he's like, yeah, no, I got to get going. I'm late for something. He left for like 15 minutes, came right back in. I was like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just, the whole time I was like, man, especially if I like went the path that he did,
Yeah.
and I go to a bar or an event and there's one dude with my jersey on, like, I'm going to sign that thing. You know what I'm saying? So, Adam Thielen, parking lot, 3:00 after school, you know what I'm saying?
Well, no, and that's funny you said that because, my last name's Herrera. Of course, the Vikings drafted Anthony Herrera. So we created jerseys, one, because my aunt played in the women's professional league, and she played right guard, and wore 64. So that's why we created the jerseys. Then we drafted Anthony Herrera. So I went to training camp when they were still in Mankato with the jersey and to get it signed. And he was on the other side. Everybody's like, oh, you need to go on that side to get him. I was like, no, I'll hold it up when he turns around. And, he turned around. He took a double take, and I had to hold it up. And talk about a big guy with a smile on his face comes over, signs my jersey. I told him we got the same last name, and he was like, "Oh, that's cool," And of course, then he left. And the buddy I was with, he's like, "Man, I wish you would have signed my ball, but he just signed your jersey." I'm just like, "Well, he's probably got stuff to do, but there's not gonna be too many people with a Herrera jersey,
Exactly.
So yeah, it would have been cool to get that signed, I bet, and been the first outside his family and probably close friends to have a Adam Thielen jersey signed. But the one thing I'm looking at, I guess I didn't realize that CJ Ham is a Minnesota boy. From Duluth. I knew he was undrafted, but for the Vikings, and I guess we could look into the archives and history, but Minnesota to have two undrafted guys. To play, pretty much their whole career here. We know Adam Thielen went to the Panthers and then came back and then went to Pittsburgh. But to have them to be undrafted, to have the career they have, just is unheard of, especially for the same team. Maybe you hear something there, but yeah, that'd be a good question, and I'll definitely have to, try to squeeze that in somehow and see if we can get a good answer for you.
Yeah, no, well, and not only having both them and their journey to the NFL and throughout their career, on the same team, but during the same time period too, that's extremely rare. So
and then also to play for, I would assume both of them were Viking fans growing up, so to be able to play for your team, growing up and. But I know Bubba's going to get to one of the big defensive linemen and show him your picture and say, "Hey, this guy said he could tackle you." So he said he wants to put a look in you.
Ask him that question and just let him know that he can dodge it with you, but when he sees me, he's got to see me in person sooner or later.
Yeah, but we're going to find the biggest guy. We're going to give him your picture and be like, "Hey, this guy said he can put you down to the ground and see if somebody like Big Citrus takes you up on a challenge and stuff like that." So some things that came up, of course, the schedule release came out last week. I think it was after our show. Vikings are playing in Mexico week 10, I think. What do you think about these? The goal for the NFL is to have one international game a week. What do you think?
When they started the games overseas, London, UK, people were skeptical about that. But it's becoming a huge success, and it's expanding huge over there. Minnesota Vikings fans in particular, we have a lot of fans over there, like a lot. People are going to find anything to say negative about it. Whether player safety would be one thing, but I think it's good. I just it's good for the sport. It's good for the NFL. It's good for the teams and their brands. The players' individual brands. So, there's a lot of positives to it.
Well, yeah, there definitely is. And, you talk about the Vikings having a big fan base. I mean, Bubba a few weeks ago just interviewed the International Fan of the Year for Minnesota. So he's definitely a big guy. But let's just go over, before we move on, what do you think of the Wednesday night game before Thanksgiving?
Hold on.
Yeah.
What did you say?
So this year they're having their first Wednesday night Thanksgiving Eve game, I guess is what you all call it.
Okay.
So what's your thoughts on that? I mean,
are we playing in it?
No, we're not playing in it. Let me see if I can find the schedule for that week.
I'm almost glad we're not playing in it. The last time I remember us playing in a holiday game, I believe it was Christmas, and Elvin Kamara ran the shit out of
Oh, my God. Yeah, it was
that 5 touchdowns. Pissed me off.
Yeah, it was bad. Let me see if I can find the NFL schedule here. ESPN doesn't have it updated yet, but yeah. So they'll play Wednesday, then they'll play the Thanksgiving trio, and then they're still having the Black Friday game. So that week, Sunday's going to not matter because there ain't gonna be many good games on. So let's see here. Let's see if we can. Okay, so let's see. Thanksgiving will probably be this week here, week 11, I believe. Oh, no, week 10.
Let me ask you a quick question.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
What's worse than your favorite team being on a bye week?
Ooh.
Is it just me, or is that just like it don't even matter that there's football on?
Okay, so early in the season, bye week, it kind of sucks because you're getting into it, But if it's a late week, now you're talking like if you're in a fantasy, so now you're watching your other players, especially if you're like getting close to the championship game and your team's on a bye week. So it's just like now. I mean, I think just the early bye weeks kind of suck because you're just getting into it. Vikings got week 5, so especially if they go on a winning streak, it's just like, oh, come on, let's just keep playing. Let's not take that bye week. But yeah, I guess it would just be the fact that your team's not playing, and you really, I mean, unless you're big into fantasy football, you're really not going to watch it again because typically here, if Vikings are on a bye week, we get the Bears or the Packer game. So local TV. So week 12 is Thanksgiving. So the Wednesday night game will be on Netflix. Oh, Cody must have had to dip out.
Hey, I looked that up real quick. It is the Packers and the Rams.
Yep, Packers and the Rams on Netflix. Thank you there, Willie. Willie joining us. And then we got the Thursday night games, Thanksgiving, Bears in Detroit, which will be on CBS. Phillies, Dallas will be on Fox. And then KC and Buffalo will be on NBC. And then, of course, the Black Friday game will be Denver and Pittsburgh. So outside of that, outside of those games, I mean, going into Sunday, there's really not a stud. Vikings will play Atlanta at home, so that might be a pretty interesting game. Seattle, San Fran might be interesting that night. I mean, the Monday night game is probably even more interesting. Carolina and Tampa Bay. So that's the Thursday night game, or the Week 12 Thanksgiving game. We talked about Aaron Rodgers signing last week. I don't want to get too much of the negativity here, but we saw that Jacobs for the Packers is facing some charges. I mean, what can we say about these players that are getting themselves into trouble being in the wrong place at the wrong time or just making dumb decisions. What do you say, Cole? What would you tell your team?
Well, hold up. What did
So Jacobs is Packers running back, was arrested Tuesday and booked on several domestic violence charges, according to the Wisconsin Police Department. So that's all I got here. They're not saying too much right now, but I mean, we've seen this a lot come out lately, especially with the younger lads. I mean, you coach your team. I mean, what would you tell your team, especially the young guys that, like to party and hang out and, I mean, what would your advice be?
I mean, I would tell my players, like, you got to be smart. You got to make smart decisions. You can't let your emotions get the best of you. Use the tier method. Your thoughts control your emotions, which control your actions, and then you get your results from that. And a lot of I watch a lot of First 48, and I'm seeing a lot of these 17 to 23-year-olds just throwing their life away. They're getting sentenced to life because of a $20 bag of weed or something like that. It's like really, So I just think people, players, you got to be smart. Don't put yourselves in positions to have to make a decision like that.
Yep.
So it's just stuff like that. But dang, Josh Jacobs, he was going to be my running back, my keeper.
Well, and the thing is, I mean,
and he got caught in Wisconsin. Oh,
well, and the thing
how it is up there.
And most likely, there was some, drinking involved or something like that. But the fans also too just gotta, stop getting that almighty power and think they could take them, or try to chase that dollar because if I get this guy in trouble, I could sue him, and so the players are normal people too. I mean, they just got a little bit better lifestyle than us, and
Right.
so.
Hey, did you see the chat? Pods is ready. He's in if you want to let him in.
There's Pods. What's
Let's
up, Pods?
go.
Not much, man. Just got back from golfing.
You're
How's the
muted.
round go?
Windy as could be. My driver was dying in the air. It's like 40-mile-an-hour wind today. So,
Ooh, yeah, that's not good. That's not
but
good.
I came
Wait,
in
you
here
can
because
hear
I was
him?
listening to you guys.
Yeah, I can hear him.
I came in here because I was listening to you guys on the way home, and you guys brought up the Josh Jacobs getting in trouble.
Yeah. Cody, you
And-
can't hear him?
No, am I twigging out?
Yeah, I can hear Pods just fine.
Hold on. No, that's
All right. So, Pods, you heard us talk about the Josh Jacobs story. So, what's your perspective?
Well, we have our, as you guys know, I'm a Chiefs fan, so we have
Yep.
our own problem with Rashee Rice.
Yep.
So he's about to actually serve a jail sentence and miss OTAs because he's supposed to serve for 30 days. Now you've got Josh Jacobs on these domestic charges, which
Yep.
are alleged right now. We don't know how those are actually going to play out once he goes to court. But the thing that I'd say, Coach kind of touched on it with the thoughts control and all that. It's just, I feel like a lot of these kids, especially now with NIL being a thing,
Yep.
a lot of these kids just don't have any consequences until they actually get to the league. And even then, the consequences are minimal unless you kill someone.
Yeah.
Because nobody's got consequences until Henry Ruggs, and Ruggs might be out to play soon.
Yep. Nope. And that's the whole thing is, and I think the NFL does a very good job in, pulling these kids aside when they get up there and, going through different scenarios and having like a boot camp where they just are learning the life of the NFL style. I just, sometimes it's just wrong place, wrong time, or, you're just trying to, preserve your name, I guess, is what it is.
Coach,
Yeah.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, B,
Yeah,
I might need you to translate this for me.
Okay.
No, I can hear
He
him.
can hear you. He can hear you.
I was gonna say, with like the Josh Jacobs thing too, is like this whole thing though. If this does go on the case file as being another domestic incident, is I have not seen another league other than the NFL have, well, maybe the MLB. There's so many domestic violence issues that go on in the NFL that at this point it's a joke. Like whenever I see someone arrested, I'm like, okay, so either they were speeding, they caused a car crash, or it's a domestic violence charge.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And usually, if it's you guessed one of those three, you have more than a 50% chance of being right because sometimes it's both or all three together.
Well, the thing that gets me
Like
is
someone needs to pull the like. I know you say the NFL does a good job. They only do a good job with the people who they think are going to be stars. They don't just pull everyone aside because I tell you right now, ain't nobody pulling Antonio Brown aside when he was in the league. You know.
Well, I think it's the new kids coming in is who they pull those classes for and pull them aside. I mean,
well, the thing that
Well, also is these kids, like I don't see how they haven't realized this yet, is everything's on social media. So if you were doing something stupid, chances are someone got you on camera doing it.
Yep.
Like they threw the book at Ray Rice.
You
and
acting
they
a
kicked him
fool
out of
is
the
only
league.
a liability to you and the team.
Yeah. Like Cody just said too, they threw the book at Ray Rice. I mean,
And then after everything, like everyone after that, they literally just get a slap on
Can
the
you hear
wrist.
him,
And
Bo?
then
yep. No, you're right. So, but so Pods for you. I mean, your Chargers got good news today. Mahomes was on the field at the first OTA practice for the Chiefs. So what are you, since you follow them, what are you hearing? I mean, I know we're Vikings United, but what are you hearing from that for the Chiefs?
I'm hearing that a lot of Chiefs Kingdom are very, very we're cautiously optimistic that he's going to be good for week one. It's OTAs and mini camps coming up. I don't want our quarterback to be pushing himself too hard, just enough to get the reps in so he's not completely rusty. The other news that I've heard is that K9's been doing really good in camp. Him and Brashard Smith are really handling the carries really well. That's going to be a great 1-2 combo. And then on top of that, we have rumors that people, because everybody wants us to get another wide receiver, and one of the people on the trade market that we're actually legitimately looking at least from inside sources around the league, is Xavier Legette and making a trade for him, the young 6'2", 25-year-old out of Carolina.
Yeah. Well, look who's back with us. So
Danielle making her first appearance on the show.
Hey, Danielle. So Bubba, did we walk away with the win?
We did 3-1.
Right.
Hold on.
All right, good job.
Oh,
any of those kids ready
McDonald's afterwards?
Any of those kids ready to sign a contract
I
with
don't
the
know if
Twins?
you're familiar with our neck of the woods, but we are at least an hour away from any McDonald's. No, we did not go.
Good for you. Good for you. So, but
no, it was a good game, kids. It was tied. It was 1-0 going into the bottom of the fifth. Ended up giving the one run to tie, and then they start them like they do in the pros with the runner on second. So you're back and forth to the eighth, and then they go second and third. So we had a couple of runs scored. Mickey walked in a run, a little insurance run there. Had a good eye in the batter's box. So exciting, man. He finally got to play a whole game out there. Played, right center. They have 4 outfielders, so he was one of the center fielders. Yeah, didn't have a lot of action out there, but the balls that came to him, he did what he needed to do, and a couple of good at bat. Man, he roped one right at the second baseman that they ended up catching, but I mean, an inch higher and it goes over the kid's glove, and he's, a good single and maybe searching for 2. So it's good, man. We worked in the cage for a bit today, so it was nice to do that. And yeah, man, I'm not even following football right now. We're so wrapped up in kids baseball and softball, and obviously we got a big game coming up this weekend on Thursday. So it's just this week's moving fast, man. Coming out of the Memorial Day weekend, and not not much to talk about. What OTA's coming up, right?
Yep, OTAs are starting up today, yesterday, tomorrow. But Bubba, what do you think of the Wednesday night game? And Pods, I'll ask you that. Me and Cody have already covered, but the Wednesday Thanksgiving Eve game, Week 12, Packers Rams.
It's only a matter of time before we have football every day of the week, right? Like it's almost inevitable at this point with the NFL. They're looking to dominate. Anytime where people are home and gathering, they want to be what they're watching during that season, right? And kudos to them as the NFL is as a franchise and as a business. I mean, they're the biggest in the game because the product they put out is the best that it can be and is to that high level. Now, whether that's because it's scripted or not, maybe we can have a deeper discussion on that at some point this summer just for some clicks. But yeah, man, it's pretty amazing what the NFL continues to do. I mean, look at what they did with Christmas Day this year with Netflix, but you have so many of these, you have more players, right? You have more players in the game of the broadcasting. Yeah. So the NFL as a product is going to make as many of those available. I mean, you're talking billions of dollars on some of these deals, right? To get that attention and have that. That's what we're trying to build ourselves up to, right? Maybe we'll never be $1 billion a game franchise, but we would like some to be worth, a couple $100 a game. That would be nice to just start off with.
So, Pods, what's your thoughts on the Thursday game?
You mean the Wednesday game?
Oh, the Wednesday game, yeah.
I'm not surprised. They're going to try and make as much money as they possibly can and get their product on as many,
who got
TVs or streaming service. I don't know who did get it. Was it Amazon or was it? Or no, I
want to say Netflix, but let me pull it up here again.
If Netflix has thrown around $1 billion to host a game and you've already signed deals off on all the rest.
Netflix actually said no to the NFL recently.
Netflix did get the game. Yep, Packers, Rams.
Yep. You know that Netflix actually said no to the NFL recently, though? Because they're playing it really smart. So the Netflix right now is only taking like the marquee matchups, like the Christmas Day games,
the solo games. Yeah.
They want the games that are going to be good. Because the NFL came at them with a number and said, hey, here, you could have a whole season slate. And Netflix is like, no.
Well, but I mean, it's not smart on their part to kind of throw their money around and be like, hey, we want this game. We want this game. I mean, sooner or later,
they want the games to be an attraction. They don't want it to be like, oh, well, there's another football game on another streaming service that I got to buy. Yep. They want to be like, hey, if like they got that playoff game a couple years ago. I think they got one this year too.
I think they have one this year too. So yeah, no, they're playing this smart. I mean,
they have that. I mean, think of how many subscriptions that drives for them. If people don't already have a Netflix account, they get them in for that game, and now you're talking about the millions of customers that they're drawing in on that. And even if those people cancel the subscription afterwards, you made 10 million, or whatever the number is on
just
that.
Off of that marquee matchup.
And that's just off of subscriptions that people had to buy that weren't previous customers, right? And then you extrapolate that over the fact that they're probably going to stick around. They're not going to cancel right after that because that's how these subscription models work. They get you in, you keep charging and they're in perpetuity. So, yeah, it's a genius move on their part to not only get the NFL games, but to get the marquee matchups on those singular windows. Right, that Christmas Day game or games, that window.
Any game you can get in the holiday season's a win.
Is massive. Yeah, that Wednesday before Thanksgiving is just a massive day. One of the biggest drinking days on the calendar. I've always booked it. That was a one Wednesday a year, besides maybe the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally that my band could book on a Wednesday night. So. Yeah, looking at it similarly. And that's what's funny is that, like, because I've been in the entertainment business my whole life, like, I understand the business model that that the streamers are playing. And really, that's something that we're trying to put ourselves in a position as a broadcaster to be, right? That's why we seek out the media credentials with some of these things to start forming those relationships. And, this week's a great opportunity just to go get our feet wet, right? No pressure. We're in the door for free. It's not costing us anything to go do it. And to my knowledge, no one else is putting a camera on this. And whether they are or not, we get to go and practice in this. It's something that's completely new to us, broadcasting a game play by play and showing what we could do. I mean, because really hiring film crews that have experience doing these kind of things, that's easy. That just costs money, right? To be able to pull it all together, the advertisers, the broadcasters, Big B, having the look and the feel of that broadcast, that's a totally different thing. And I think that's where a company like Netflix, that is notoriously just a streamer, they had to put a lot of effort into this. You have to hire extra people, and you're bringing in more camera crews and things that you don't have necessarily on the roster, like an NBC, a CBS, and those big broadcasters that have been doing this for decades have. So it's a heavy lift, but it's a great move on them to get a window like that. It is incredible.
Yeah.
Like I was going to say, though, this is, I think, their third year now of doing this with this marquee matchups that they've kind of cherry picked. Hold on one second. Excuse me. A lot of dust kicking up out there because of the wind. Tight. Yeah. So it's just good business what they're doing right now. But on top of the good business that they're doing, they've had 3 seasons to do this with the marquee matchups they've cherry picked. So I'm sure they already have that budget allotted to those camera crews, to those broadcasting, who they're going to have on their broadcast team, because they're making so much money off of just getting those marquees. So like they can afford to be like, okay, bring in this camera crew, get this broadcast team, and let it roll.
Well, and like Bubba's saying too, for us, I mean, this only opens up the door for possibly next year too, where, if we, reach out again, or, I'm assuming we're going to, we still want to be professional about it too. And, maybe that opens up, Adam Thielen's group and be like, hey, they put on a good show.
What do you guys think about that? The relationships that we're going to make this year at this event, and others that we're doing, right? The Skunk Classic, no different. And what we're bringing to the table there is really going to be incredible. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, I can't wait. I wish this was Wednesday going into Thursday instead of Tuesday going into Wednesday, but
I need the extra day, B. I am not.
I know you do. I know we've been talking, and you got a lot of plans.
Off. We got to put the rest of the broadcast together. Like I got so much stuff to do.
I know, bud. I know.
B, I will say this though. I wanted to ask you guys this question.
Yeah.
Because you brought up the Wednesday game. How many teams do you realistically feel like we would need, right? Or how many games in a season would they extend it to get football on every day of the week during the regular season?
I would not want to work that schedule out, because you're going to have those people that are going to complain because, they play Tuesday, then they flip around and play Saturday. So they got to figure out bye weeks and stuff like that in there to cover it.
But that's just it, though. It's like gradually, though. We're looking at an 18-game season coming up.
Yeah, there'll be an 18-game season with 2 preseason games. They're talking about getting an international game every week. So it's going to be one of those things where I would hate to do the schedule. That's
they have the IFL that just started this year, right? Like it's like a spring football league, but it's international. And I saw Paris and Germany were playing each other.
Yeah. So, and that's the other thing too. A lot of these football teams or football leagues are trying to boost them up, and the arena leagues are coming back around, and so
Danielle showed up and Cody dipped.
He went back to. He said he had a wave to go catch.
Yeah, he had to go swim with the Dolphins again. Maybe he's trying to recruit the Dolphins. I don't know. I mean,
there was some honeys down at the Cuban sandwich bar down there.
Oh man, a Cuban sandwich sounds so good right now.
It does. And nobody does Cuban sandwiches better than Miami.
That's
so right. I just saw popped up on my feed here. Noticeable players making an appearance on the 2026 Pro Hall of Fame ballot. So Do some of these guys get in? Some of them have to wait. We got Adrian Peterson, Gronk, Richard Sherman, Big Ben, Cam Newton, Andrew Whitworth, Antonio Brown, and Gerald McCoy.
Gronk's in.
Ooh. Gronk's
AP's
in. AP's in.
Antonio Brown,
Roethlisberger's in.
I don't know if Antonio Brown will ever get in.
No, because he won't get into the media. He's going to get it worse than Terrell.
See, and I think Peterson's in that boat though too. With,
No, but Peterson accomplished much more in his career.
He did, but his offseason with the beatings of his kids, which that's how he grew up. I mean, I get it, but he's not a first ballot. If he gets there, it's going to be a couple years down the road. Ben and Gronk both should be first ballot Hall of Famers, but they're not going to be because that's how the NFL
Sherman won't make it this year.
No, Sherman won't be. Sherman should get in, though.
Sherman was the benefactor of being on a great team, not being a great player. He was a good player in a great system, not a great player in a bad system. Like, you could have taken Sherman and replaced him with any corner and put him on that Seattle defense, that was serviceable, and they would have had similar numbers.
B, you say that about the kids and stuff. I feel like because culture is kind of shifting back from how woke it was 5 years ago, I feel like he can overcome that. I think
he can too. I mean, I think his biggest downfall
who's
would be
he going
the
up?
fact
Like
that
somebody's got to get in, right? Like of the,
but they only limited to 7 players.
You say Roethlisberger was on that too?
Roethlisberger, Gronk, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those two guys are in for sure. I don't think there's any argument, especially with how Gronk has been in the league as a broadcaster afterwards. He's just too well loved. Roethlisberger, I think the same way. Maybe not in the media so much, but as a player, respect from the players and past players because of how damn tough he was too. And with the press, obviously getting a lot of those. But
Bubba, let me throw this at you because you and B are discussing the media ramifications of how woke everything was back then, 5 years ago into now. I feel like AP, if he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, then the Hall of Fame should be ashamed of themselves. Personally. Secondly, if you want to get in to the media side of it of who really shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame out of all of these players besides Antonio Brown, it's Ben Roethlisberger, because remember, he was in the news for potentially being involved in a sexual misconduct / raping situation with a porn star.
Yeah.
And then he fell off his motorcycle.
No comment.
So, I mean, if we're good, because at some point there's got to be a distinction. Are we letting these people get in to the Hall of Fame based off their numbers and the career impact that they had on their team, or on how much we like them? Because you can't have it both ways.
Nope.
Right. Yeah, you know what, and we're going to...
I would love to have a vote, though, I tell you that.
We're going to talk about this, obviously, a lot more as over the course of the year, and over the course of the summer as well. We can definitely do a little bit deeper dive and bring up some of the stats and compare all of them. That's not the whole ballot, is it, B?
No, that's just the normal name. They'll vote on, I think they'll do like mid-season vote to get the
guys that were eligible this year.
Yep.
Oh, and Gerald McCoy.
What would be fun, B, is definitely to recount like who didn't get in this year that would still be eligible, because there was a couple guys I know that were a little bit of snubs, and maybe not snub is a little strong, but a couple of guys that we talked about that probably weren't going to make it this year, but we're going to be back on. That will make it. So, I mean, there's only we said between 5 and 7 usually that they vote in every year.
Yeah. They got a minimum number to hit. They don't hit it. Yeah.
When's the Hall of Fame game?
Well, let's see here. So the 2025 Hall of Fame game.
26.
Or 2026 Hall of Fame. Let's see here.
Third week of August, isn't it?
Yeah, it's August. The Hall of Fame enshrinement and all the festivities is August 6th through the 9th.
Oh, yeah. It's not
August 6th, Thursday, will be the game featuring the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers.
Okay. So I would say that would probably be the best. Like, we'll have some time to talk about all this stuff leading up to that game, but that'll be that 3-day stretch. We could probably do some like special coverage and be like, all right, here's our coverage of the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Yeah, man, dang
So
it.
getting in
What sucks about
is-
that freaking game every single year is at the same time as the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally out in South Dakota, which I'm always attending, usually playing, but now it's more in a media role and an ability to catch just a ton of content and interviews and stuff in a
So
single shot.
going in, headlined by Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Keatle, linebacker, Adam Vinatieri,
Keekly, yeah.
and then Roger Craig. So definitely a lot of
Vinatieri's got to be first ballot.
Yeah, he's in.
He's the best kicker ever
Yeah,
played.
he made it. That was last year's list.
Yeah.
That was last year's
Yeah,
list.
this is everybody going into this year's game. So, but so some big contracts that got signed. Chargers make James the highest paid safety again.
Derwin.
The Titans signed Nico Collins to a nice big raise there after his
Nico
year.
Collins, so they poached him from Texas?
Yeah, the Texans
So that's one less weapon for CJ Stroud.
yeah. No, they reworked his deal. He's picking around.
I thought you said the Titans signed him.
So Texans are reworked the deal, so
You did say Titans.
Nico
It's all
Collins will
good.
be there. So
Hey, shout out to Scotland making us famous. Her taping skills brought out the best reel that the Scene Project Sports Network or any Scene Projects property has ever had. Now, I know it did a lot better. The original did a lot better on your channel, Pods, with over, 20,000 plus views?
nice.
It's at 32,000 now.
Yeah, let's
Nice.
go. Hey, I was happy to see it at 4,000 earlier today. I don't know if it's climbed since then, but
I don't know. You can check it and brag about it. Be my
yeah,
guest.
I think I will. Let me get on.
Well, yeah. Well, I'll definitely have to look it out. I haven't seen it yet, but I saw some highlights or saw it in the chat. I haven't watched it yet. So
Hard to call it a highlight, but yeah.
It's a light, but it ain't up the high
Hey.
variety.
whatever goes trending, I mean, we can make stuff go trending. So
It's just so funny that we can make all these videos that we think are so cool, and then you'll just do one where it's silly, and everybody on our page, at least the comments, have been giving us a hard time. That's not a stroke, guys. They're sort of like, gee, sarcasm just doesn't exist in the internet anymore.
oh my
huh?
god,
My goodness.
that
No.
is. I know we're
But thanks
Bubba,
for
you
the
brought up-
attention, though.
But you definitely brought up something that just everybody's. If you're not got the right opinion or
4,600. Good job, Scotland. You get all the credit. Podge just sucks at golf. That a girl. Thank you.
There you go.
Making us all famous.
There you go. Definitely have to get out. and
Oh,
watch
dude,
that.
I got one. We just got done filming in a nine-hole round out in this wind. I don't know if you guys. I'll share
I
some
live in
clips
South
with you on the
Dakota,
Google
brother.
Drive.
It's always 30, 40 mile an hour winds.
Well, here's the thing, though. You're out there where you don't have to worry about dirt being kicked up in your face. I'm
We
over
live in the
here.
farmland, man. It depends on the time of year. The
Let's just
golf
say-
course by us is right on a field, pretty much. So if you're out there during harvest season trying to play, it's not great.
Oh, you're going to be getting everything in
Oh,
your
it's
face.
not great. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, planting
But,
season at the same time, but
I got a video. I think it's the first hole, man. And I actually made double on it. I think. Did I make double or did I max on the first? I maxed on the first one. I don't know. Anyway, so
never
I
gonna
take
break
it off
90.
the tee. Hell no. I don't even think. I shot 107 today in the wind. Not terrible.
I'm looking if I get 107 before the 10th hole.
But so the first three shots, I had a drive that went right, and I was feeling pretty good because it wasn't too bad. I kept it low because it's so windy, and I'm like, all right, little baby sting, right? Feeling good about myself. And then I walk right up to that ball, get my hybrid out, and I'm thinking, I'm going to send this right there to that left fairway, and I'm just going to be happy. top it with the bottom of my club, walk up to it, top it with the bottom of my club, walk up to it. I'm on my third shot. I smack it with the 9-wood, 15 feet. And then proceed
That sounds like me. That sounds like me after a good drive.
Okay, you're not making a very good case for yourself for me flying you up to golf at the Skunked Classic. I'm trying to get Lance to come golf with us.
Hey, man. In my defense, and I do say this in the video, my shoulder is just crap right now.
Yeah.
It didn't help because of how windy it was today, so it was a little bit colder than usual, and it just tightened up my shoulder. And every time I tried to get steep on the ball during the first 9 holes, like I was just Frankenstein in it.
While I have a second, I know this isn't the golf channel, but friend of the show, friend
Lance
of
Christensen.
Lance Christensen Jr. Shot the record and then was beat by the guy who ended up taking first for the course record. But I mean, incredible round for himself. Couple of rounds back to back at the D2 National Championship. I mean, the guy's at the top of his game. He's going to be out doing a bunch of kids camps this year, so we're hoping to tag along. He's doing one at the Tatanka course that's right across the way from me in July. So I'm going to go down and shoot some content around that. And just a huge shout out to Lance. A huge congratulations. The team had an 8th place finish in nationals as well.
And he finished second overall individually, which is incredible.
Second. Yeah, and I mean, he was
So he
record-breaking round until the guy behind him shot one shot better. I mean, incredible.
So he had a record-breaking round for how long? And the guy and somebody broke it that
he shot the record, then the guy behind him broke the record.
Right.
Okay, so he had the record for what, 30 seconds?
Yeah, not long.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to dog Lance, but congratulations, Lance, because you probably got more.
He set the record, right? He set the record, and then the record was quickly broken by the eventual champion. But put all that pressure on. I mean, that guy misses that putt, and they're probably going to a playoff, and so
props to Lance. And
listen, Bubba, I can shoot the course record in like 12 holes.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
I know this is not the golf channel, but I just wanted to say this. Thank you to everyone who came and watched that short. It was a lot. It means a lot support wise and to this network in general. And I will say, shamelessly, might I add, Lance, for the love of God, if you're watching this or you ever do watch this, please teach me some stuff.
Yeah.
I'm begging you.
Please God help us.
Please give me free content and also improvement on my game.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, Norris?
What's going on, Norris? Hey, pretty
chill man.
Tonight, Norris. We are heading up to Minneapolis. St. Paul will be at CHS Field on Thursday. We'll be at the charity softball game for the Thielen Foundation. So we got media credentials, and they gave us permission to broadcast the game, man. So we're going to be doing play-by-play. It'll be live here on our channel. I might try to sweet talk Rap and see if he'll let us connect into his YouTube channel as well. We got some big news coming up there with those guys. Skol Fest, a lot of great stuff coming. I don't know if we're quite ready to make the announcement yet, but I will say September 12th, circle it on your calendar. Get your ass up to Minneapolis because it is going to be a pretty incredible weekend. We are stoked for everything that's growing right now. Lots of collabs coming with other creators. We are bringing SPSN out to the masses. I printed up 1,000 probably of our tags. We're going to be passing these out at the game. I'll be down on the concourse, passing out the marketing materials, getting people to subscribe to the channel and jump on our email list. Just a lot of great stuff going to come from this weekend. I get to meet B in person finally, which I'm really looking forward to. He'll be up in the booth with my guy, Paul Schlottfeld. Danielle might be joining you up there as well. She doesn't like being out in the masses like I do. So we'll see how everything is going to play out. A lot of stuff.
Well, and let's not forget the fourth head of the monster, Cody, who's going to be, he's going to be in Miami. So
soaking up the sun, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, B, when you see Bubba, make sure you Vader bomb him.
Yeah,
Vader bomb?
I'm too old for that. I'm 40 now. B's in his 50s, right, or close to it. Right?
I'll be 48 this year. So
hey, man, I watched Vader back in 2011 when he came back for the Legends thing on Raw.
Oh yeah,
he was 54 years old and he hit a picture perfect Vader bomb.
Wow, you got to remember those guys are probably still working. I mean, Hogan worked out till his last days. So, But no, I can't wait. You know,
You
Bubba's
give me a
giving
big old bear hug, B. I'll take that, brother.
No,
you probably
you
still might
definitely got a bear hug coming because I mean, without you having the drive that you did, I won't be able, to come off of cloud nine. I mean, I know it's a charity softball game, but to be able to announce, Kyler Murray's name, Justin Jefferson's name, Big Citrus,
Have
maybe
they announced
Harrison.
a lineup yet?
I don't know. I was looking. I've been looking.
Yeah, I don't know who all's going to be there, so don't get your hopes up about all the starters.
No, but I'm just saying to be able to.
There's going to be some legends there too, right? There's past players that are going to be on there, so there might be some Hall of Famers that you're going to be calling a game for.
No,
Hey
but,
man, I can tell you
this-
this right now though: Jay Jettas and Murray won't be out there because if one of those two
they'll
tears
be
their
there.
ACL,
No, they'll be there. I'm just
Caitlin,
looking-
why'd you have this game?
Yeah. So.
I mean,
I just
Thielen and Ham will be in the presser with them, getting to capture that. And it's just, I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be an incredible experience for all of us. I'm really looking forward to.
I'm jealous, guys. I hope you guys make the most of this weekend.
Oh, it's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, just
Well, and then Bubba, you're going up to Duluth for a game, right? Too.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll be heading up to the Minnesota Monsters game on Saturday as well. So we got a pretty packed weekend. Don't know exactly what our plan is for Friday yet. I got to make some calls tomorrow. Today was pretty packed day. Just kind of recovering from the weekend. Still, I had plenty of interviews today, but tomorrow was kind of like planning day. And, really getting it together, making sure B's got all of his ad reads and those will be sorting a bunch of, supporting a bunch of other nonprofits that are around us with free sponsorships on what we're doing. So, yeah, a lot to wrap up and take care of between now and then. But we're really thrilled, man. It's going to be an awesome, awesome time.
We are rolling, boys.
You got it. You got it. I'm stoked, man. I'm really impressed with everything that the channel continues to do and everybody, contributing in their own ways. It's really an incredible thing we've been building on. But I don't know. You guys got you got anything you want to cover? It's 89 degrees in my studio right now. I mean,
we covered everything. I mean, you guys jumped in a little late. We covered the Thursday game. We covered, the rumors that the NFL wants a game overseas or in a different country every week. Cover the Wednesday night game. I'm just ready to, to
watch
get
damn football.
Yeah, definitely. I'm
hoping to get on a golf course this weekend too, man. I got a bunch more emails that I need to send out tomorrow. But
yeah, it's supposed to be a little hot around the area here, but I think it's supposed to cool off this weekend. So
I gotta call my referral for my physical therapy on my shoulder, but I'm gonna try and get out on the course a couple more times this week. Get some more shorts content going, and hopefully it won't be Galen. The
worse you are at pods, the worse you are at golf, the more famous we all become. So keep them coming, buddy. I can't wait to get out there.
Don't you worry. You'll see my best shots. You'll see my average shots. And you'll see the shots that I wish I could just put back in the bag, and hopefully I don't have to pay for that guy's window.
All right.
I got the shot tracer app now on my PC. So you start sending them.
So what? You gonna trace it and it goes all of 1 inch? It's just gonna go. It's just gonna go.
So I did find. I'm looking at the official day here, but it says 2026 Celebrity Softball Game lineup. Offensive, Brian O'Neill is going to be the captain. Defense, Josh Metellus is going to be their captain. I only find the offensive roster. They're going to have Jordan Addison, Max Benson, Max Brosner, Henry Berg, Christian Darasol, Todd Felton, Dante Fleming, Will Fry, CJ Ham, of course, TJ Hawkinson, Aaron Jones, Michael Jorgens, Jordan Madison, JJ McCarthy, Kyler Murray, Brian O'Neill, Walter Rouse, Adam Thielen, Caleb Titan, Ryan Van Denmark,
You better get all these
Carson
names
Wentz,
figured out, B.
yeah, Carson Wentz and Luke Wansong. So
All
that's the
three
offensive side.
quarterbacks. Let's go, man.
Yeah.
Let's
But
go.
no Jay Jetta.
No,
No,
John. I kind of figured Jefferson wouldn't be there. He's gonna. I would say he's gonna be there.
All three quarterbacks out.
All four.
All four. Okay,
Yeah, Brosmer.
Yeah,
Wentz,
Brosmer.
Murray, and McCarthy.
Yep.
I guess he's still on the 90
Now, hey.
two-man.
Here, this would be crazy if this happened. What happens if it's like a freak accident and on the bases and all four quarterbacks get hurt in the same
Yeah, they're
game?
not putting them in the game at the same
Wow.
time. Oh, man.
No, what if Max Scherzer gets up, bases loaded with the quarterbacks out there and hits a granny? That would be something.
That would be cool. A quarterback grand slam.
It's awesome, man.
Yo, if he hits a quarterback grand slam, does that mean he gets $1 at the end when he crosses home?
Yep, there you go.
No, it's going to be a fun time.
What a week it's going to be for us. Pods has got the short form on lockdown. Danielle says it's beautiful outside, so I'm out of here, fellas.
I'm guessing that pool's calling you, huh?
Pull this studio down. I'm gonna get all of our stuff packed up tomorrow and really ready to go. I was outside testing the camera today, taking pictures of Mickey's game and having that ready. And yeah, man, it's just
what's our next show?
What we're about to experience.
Well, it'll be your guys' scratch project. Yep.
All right,
And
guys.
7, 8, 9 on Sunday. So
yeah. All right, guys. With that being said, then I think we've pretty much covered everything. I think Bubba needs to get to I need to get some grub. I don't know what you got to do, my man, but
it's been a long week. So.
B, I'll let you close the show, man. This was yours to run, man.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys all next week on Vikings United. Also, check out the rest of our shows all week long. And please follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter. I know I missed one. Instagram,
I'm not on
YouTube,
any of those platforms.
and YouTube.
Subscribe on YouTube, please.
Yeah.
And check out VikingsUnited.thesceneprojects.com, guys. We got a new website up there. It looks badass. We'd love to have you on the email list and part of the crew. So appreciate you all. I hope you see us in Minneapolis or in St. Paul, rather, CHS Field on Thursday for the Unreal charity softball game. See ya.
Skol.
In Minnesota, your home faces it all. Brutal winters, pounding hail, and summer storms that don't hold back. That's why homeowners trust Odyssey Exteriors, your local, family-owned exterior experts based right here in Burnsville. From roofing and siding to gutters, windows, and decks, we use Midwest tough materials and certified crews to protect what matters most. With an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau and a reputation for integrity, we treat your home like it's our own. Call 952-923-0062 or visit OdysseyEXT.com today to schedule your free exterior inspection. Odyssey Exteriors, built Midwest tough, built for you.